Hi there, I'm Muay Thai coach Sonny Perez, and I'm here with Thai boxing student Lee Wood. And Lee, how long have you been doing Thai boxing and what got you into it?
I've been doing Thai boxing for about over a year now, and couldn't really tell you why I got into it. There's just always been something there that's been pushing me towards it ever since I was a kid. As I was growing up, my stepdad was a Thai boxer, so it's just always been in the family in some way or another. And as soon as I got past the gym stuff, wanting to get a bit bigger, I just thought, why not? Let's just give it a shot. And here I
Yeah.
am, a year and a half later, still doing it.
And you recently did a interclub fight, your first interclub fight at Cardiff at Eagles Gym. Can you talk us through like what went well and what didn't go so well in that first experience?
Well, the first experience of the interclub was always going to be unpredictable. I didn't know what I was going to feel going in there. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know my opponent. Good part of it was that it was sort of like the real life behind the scenes of what it was going to be like on my debut later on in life. Getting the weigh in, waiting around, that nervous feeling, wondering who the opponent was. The bad part of it was I was nowhere near as fit as I thought I was, but still got in there and did it. It was a 3, 4, or 5 round. Can't remember what it was, but it was still quite a tough 3, 4, 5 rounds. Didn't do as bad as I thought technically, but the conditioning was definitely my downside. And by the time that I got to the third round, I was definitely done. An indicator, that I was not ready to fight, but still went in there and did it.
Yeah, well, congratulations for you, and hats off to you for getting in there. That's the hardest bit, and you fought well. But yeah, I agree with you. Your conditioning wasn't as good as it needed to be. So, like, can you just talk us through like what you've done as part of the team here and training here to improve your conditioning? How have you gone about that? Because it's a bit unusual. It's not like necessarily the traditional Muay Thai way of doing things.
Yeah, definitely. It was well, at first it was as you know, it was a lot of one-to-one training with you at the beginning, because I had the sort of a social anxiety barrier to come into classes. But
Thanks for mentioning that.
But once I'd come into it consistently with you, knew that the gym was a good place. It wasn't a bad gym. Stepped up the training in the classes, and then got onto a conditioning plan or program rather called the bioforce HRV, which was involved using a heart rate monitor during the sessions.
Yeah.
Which was a good indicator of where I needed to be, and it gave me the the right necessary tools to be able to train more often. As you said yourself, I needed to step things up. So getting to the classes helped improve my fitness, but then there was no more guesswork with the bioforce HRV, and it's something I'll always go back to. I've got the heart rate monitor on, as we speak.
Brilliant. Yeah. So just talking you through that, I think Lee found like his condition was such a barrier, like to take part in a class or sparring class and stuff.
Definitely.
But doing basically, this is Joel Jameson's method that I've used on myself and I've used with others as well. Using these longer 5-minute rounds with no rest period, but the heart rate's only like between 130 and 150. And Lee we monitor his heart rate. We've built up from say 30 minutes of training to sort of 40 minutes, 50 minutes, up to an hour. And also I've sat Lee, training to do on his own, some solo training as well, which is really important. So Lee's been able to work on his skills like bag work or pad work and things like that, and also improve his conditioning at the same time without gassing out. And that's resulted in his overall conditioning improving.
Definitely.
And so he's now got that base of conditioning that he can do more intense work. Yeah. So I think a lot of people want to go in and do like the intensity before actually building the foundation of the actual base level condition. And obviously, I've got Lee running. I built up to him doing running, running program as well, and he's participating a lot more in the classes, and I think also like mentally, I think Lee's a lot stronger as well, because I think. I think like because he'd fatigue quite quickly, mentally he would possibly give up a bit more, which, like that saying says, fatigue makes cowards of us all. If we're not conditioned, we're not able to carry on even if we want to. So Lee's been a lot more mentally tough. And you've got your first fight booked, waiting to hear back on the confirmed opponent on the 25th of March at Wicker Camp. How are you feeling about your conditioning? Might that be in your first fight?
Well, in terms of the mental barrier that I went through last year, I'm definitely in a different place now. I've always had a good coach such as yourself, the good gym around me, but the mental barrier, like you said, was always down to the conditioning. I didn't have the conditioning, so I didn't have the confidence. So if you'd asked me this last year, I would have wanted to have fought, but I wouldn't have been wouldn't have been in any position to. But this year, seen the drastic increase in cardio, in my conditioning, doing 10-round sparring sessions, coming in doing 2 classes, doing the one-to-ones with you. I'm always going to have the nervous feelings just like any fighter does before a fight. But this year, considering we've got 2.5 months away as well, and I'm quite fit now, I would like to think anyway, compared to what I used to be, I'm feeling pretty confident about this one.
Yeah, oh, well, that's good. That's good. I mean, obviously, it's Muay Thai is not just about skills, about heart, and about tactics and techniques. It's about, particularly in a 5 round. This is a 1.5 minute end class fight. It's a lot of it's about conditioning. So, if we can get Lee's conditioning really good, he's in a much stronger position to use his techniques and his tactics, particularly in the latter rounds. Whereas, if we don't get the conditioning right, he might be technically brilliant and have that will to win and know what might be better than his opponent. But if he gasses in the fight,
it won't matter.
So we approach this in a different way from normal, using